All right. Hey everybody, my name's Jamie, and I like to go to yard sales and thrift stores and garage sales and flea markets and different places to see if I can find things to flip online, mostly eBay. I have been a fan of a lot of folks on YouTube for years, watching them as they go throughout their day. This is not going to be like an instructional channel. You may learn a few things here and there, but for the most part it's vlogging for me, so that I can keep up with what I sell. I've sold a lot of good things, a lot of surprising things in the past few years. I've been doing it for about 5 years now, so I've had a few good scores here and there, and so many of them now that I can't keep track. So I figured I would start videoing as I go to these different places, just to maybe catch something fun or interesting. All right, that was a success. We went to the first church sale. Now we're on our way to the second church sale for today. I love a good church sale. Makes me super excited. I got my boys with me today, but they don't want to be on TV. They don't want to be on screen. Bo said he didn't put his makeup on today, so he can't show his face on YouTube. Hank's pretending to be asleep, but we are on the highway now, headed towards our next sale, and hopefully we'll get some better footage. I didn't feel comfortable in there with as many people walking around. This being my first time, and I'll kind of feel weird videoing with people around, but hopefully that'll get easier as we go. Found some cool stuff in there, mostly clothes. They had that sale had a $5 fill a bag for clothes, $3 for books, DVDs, movies, CDs, games, that kind of stuff. We found some Carhartt. I always like to look for Carhartt. That's always a good seller for me. Coming up on the next yard sale today. Let's see if we can find some goodies. Hey, so at the midpoint of the day, pulling some orders. Got a couple of sales to pull. Some books, a Bible, some CDs I sold, and a t-shirt. Just gonna kind of talk about that a little bit. I have several bins that I've got labeled with different numbers for keeping track of different books and whatnot. And specifically what I want to talk about now is not being able to find one. So I have a Bible that I'm looking for. It's an old 1943 Bible, and I am struggling to locate it, but I know it's in here. For me, it's frustrating to know that it should be in here and it's not, or I just am getting to the end of the day. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, and I'm just having trouble locating it, or it's like I said, it's not even in here, which is really frustrating because I've got almost 40 bins of books. So I'd have to quit my full-time job to be able to find this thing if it was actually lost. But what I normally do is, for Bibles, I keep them on top. I don't want to put other books on top of the Bible, so I try to keep the Bible on top. So that's what's making me concerned, as I've gone through the top and I don't see a Bible. So I'm thinking either it got
it got shifted at some point, or it's probably in another bin. So just a little bit of a frustration for me, but I'll let you know if I find it. Okay, so after a few minutes of digging, I found the Bible. It's the Goodwill Bible, Minute Reference Edition. It's an old 40s. It's an old 40s Bible. What I did was I looked at my listing, and it said that it was supposed to be in bin 23, but it wasn't in bin 23. So I thought, well, maybe I got the numbers mixed up and it was in bin 32. So I dug down, went to bin 32, and wasn't in there. So I've come across things like this before in the past. So what I do is I don't delete any of my pictures that I take in my phone until after something has sold. So I just search Holy Bible in my photos, and I look at what day it was when I took the picture, and I look at the Booker Bible before and after the Booker Bible that I'm looking for, and it came up as bin 28. So I mistakenly typed 23 instead of 28. So I was able to find it in bin 28. So crisis averted. I hate to have to message someone that purchases something and be like, hey, guess what? I'm a dummy and I lost your, what is that? I lost your Bible or your book or your item or whatever. I really hate to have to do that, but I found it, so that's good. I'll show you what else that I sold today. Also, these Wow Gospel CDs sold. They're brand new in the package. I picked these up at an estate sale a while ago. Every CD I found in there was brand new. So this is a $98.99 in 2000. I also sold these Graphic Classics. It's comic book type recreations of old novels. So it's like Shakespeare and Jekyll and Hyde, stuff like that. So those sold. I don't remember where I even got these. I think I may have picked these up at a thrift store. Fill a bag for $5, and those sold for I think $13 or $15. So paid nickels and dimes and sold them for good profit. The CDs sold for $28. So that's a good return on that. That whole estate sale only paid $50 for the entire estate pickup that I had, and my whole car was jam-packed full of stuff. So I still have a shirt to pull, but it's inside, so I'm gonna go pull that after I get my shop back in order. So that's it for that. Okay, so here's our haul for today. We got a bunch of clothes, $5 fill a bag at the church sale, and then went to another couple of sales. This whole stack here is Carhartt. Those are some shirts, some jeans, American Eagle. Got some books, some videos, some games. Everything here was $25, and I expect to make it all back with this one baseball bat, this Fast Pitch 777 Scandium. I'm gonna clean it up. I've got some new grips. I'm gonna pull this old grip off because it's nasty, and put a new grip on. And then everything else is pure profit. Got some cool shirts, racing shirts, Cremo. I like these old sweatshirts. A lot of made in the USA. There's a Polo Ralph Lauren Hawaiian shirt. Got some sweatshirts, and picked up this Patagonia. So not too bad for $25 spent. some of the books I may keep myself. Soul Winning, Warren Wiersbe. Some of these I've noticed that have sold in the past. I picked those up. I got these shoes. It was with the fill a bag, but I did not see that it's got some type of stain right there. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can get that out. I don't know what that is. It may or may not come out either way. It's no big deal. One of my daughters can wear those. Got some old videotapes. Found this cool Top Gun. It's sealed. I thought that was neat. Anytime I find things that are sealed, factory sealed in the plastic, or made in the USA, I always pick that stuff up.
I call this shirt Rustler's brand, but it's actually Rattler's brand. Sorry about that.
I've sold this before in the past. It's made in the USA. It does really well. Picked up a couple of sweatshirts that are pretty nice, but just wanted to show you our haul today. Haven't got anything listed. It might take me a while. I'm behind, so I'm gonna try to get this back cleaned up and get the new grip on and get it listed, because it's around that season. I think the season's kind of drawing to an end, but maybe somebody will still want to buy it. But anyway, that's our haul. Maybe one day in a future video we'll see some of this stuff going out the door.